Hello crocheters, in this tutorial we'll be learning how to make a long sleeve mesh shrug. Look at the pattern, it's very pretty. This is the sleeve, it is a long sleeve, and then this is the shrug body. For a better view, this is what we'll be learning how to make. For the materials, I'm going to be using this milk cotton yarn. I got them from Farid Crochet Corner. It is 50 gram and I have it in this light ash color. I'll be making use of 4.5mm hook, and then I'll be needing stitch markers, tape rule, and scissors. All these materials are available at Farid Crochet Corner. Alright, so to get started, I'm going to make my slip knot, and after making my slip knot, I'm going to be making chain stitches equivalent to 17 inches. So I'm going to make my chain stitches equivalent to 17 inches. While making my chain stitches, I'll ensure that I have odd numbers of chain stitches by the time I'm done with my chain stitches. Now I have my 17 inches, just like you can see here. I have my 17 inches already. So the next thing I'm going to do is that I'll be working in the back bump. To locate my back bump, this is the normal V stitches of chain stitches that I have. So I'll just twist my work like this, and I'm going to locate my back bump easily, just like that. Just twist the work and locate the back bump easily. And to work on the mesh pattern, I'm going to skip 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to skip the first 4 and make half double crochet into the fifth one. I make double crochet. I'll be working with double crochet. I make double crochet into the fifth one. So I just made my first double crochet into the fifth one. So I'm going to chain up 1 and skip 1. After skipping this one, into this next one, I'm going to make another double crochet. I'm going to make another double crochet. Chain up 1, skip 1, and into the next one, skip 1. This is where I made my double crochet. I'm going to skip the next one beside it, and the next one after that, I'm going to make a double crochet into that. Chain up 1, skip 1, and into the next one, make a double crochet into that. That is going to be the pattern for this mesh. Chain up 1, skip 1, and into the next one, make a double crochet. This is what I have after working chain 1 double crochet, skip 1, chain up 1, skip 1, 1 double crochet. This is what I have. So chain up 1, skip 1, and 1 double crochet into the next one. So I'm going to repeat that till I get to the end here. So now I'm at the end of the row. As you can see, I've made 1 double crochet, chain up 1, skip 1, 1 double crochet, chain up 1, skip 1, 1 double crochet, and that is what I made throughout for this row. Working with this milk cotton yarn from Farid Crochet Corner and 4.5mm hook, I made a total of 68 chain stitches. So when you are making your chain stitches, make sure you have an even number so that you can have your double crochet to last the end of your row, just like this. Now that I'm at the end, the next thing I'm going to do is to chain up 3. 1, 2, 3. This chain up 3 is going to count as a double crochet for the second row. Then I'm going to chain up 1, which is going to count for the mesh pattern for this hole right here. So I'll chain up another 1, making 4. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And the next thing I'm going to do is go in here with a double crochet. So it is the same thing I did for the previous row. So chain up 1, skip 1, and go into the next one with a double crochet. Chain up 1, skip 1, and go into the next one with a double crochet. Chain up 1, skip 1, and go into the next one with a double crochet. I'm going to repeat that till I get to the end of this row as well. This is what the beautiful pattern looks like after working the second row, and then for the end, and I've chained up 1. I'm just going to go into this loop with my double crochet like I've been doing all this while. So I have my double crochet already. So chain up 4 as usual. 1, 2, 3, 4. You turn your work and then you go in here with a double crochet. Chain up 1, skip 1, go in here with a double crochet. I'm going to continue this and I'll repeat that for the length I want my shrug to have, for the front panel of my shrug. So I've made 14 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I've made 14 rows and this is what I have. It's looking like this for a better view. So this is what I have. The next thing I want to do now is that I want to work on the shoulder parts. And then I'm going to, this front panel is I'm going to continue it to work on the back panel. Alright, so what I did now is that I made 14 rows, which is equivalent to 8 inches. I have 8 inches here already. So what I did is that I splitted the panel into 3 places. So I have my 2 shoulders and I have my neckline. For here, I folded my work into 2, just like this. I folded it into 2 just like this. And from this corner, I measured 3.5 inches. I measured 3.5 inches. And that is where I placed my stitch marker. 3.5 inches on this part, and the equivalent, so measuring 3.5 inches from here, this is where I have it. So I counted my holes here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is 8 boxes before I place my stitch marker. So on this other side, so I counted 8: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I placed my stitch marker. So those 2 parts are going to be my shoulder. These 2 parts are going to be my shoulder, and this is the neckline. This is where I counted 3.5 inches. So this is the neckline. I prefer using 3.5 inches for the neckline. So this part is going to be the shoulder, right side, and this is going to be the left side shoulder. So what I'm going to do now is that this is the end I have my working yarn. I'm going to crochet, double crochet, same pattern up to this point, and then I'll attach my yarn to this end and make same thing at this point. Now let us see what I'm talking about. Just I'm at the edge, crochet 4, chain up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. As usual, then I flip my work. I'll skip 1, make 1 double crochet here, chain up 1, skip 1, make 1 double crochet here, chain up 1, skip 1, make 1 double crochet here. I'll repeat that till I reach here where my stitch marker is. I'm at the point where I have my stitch marker. I've made my double crochet, just same pattern till where I have my stitch marker. The next thing I'm going to do is to chain up 4. So instead of working continuously, instead of me continue in this row like this, instead of working like this, so at this point I'm just going to chain up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, flip my work and repeat same pattern till I get to the end here. So that is for the shoulder part. I'm going to do that till I get to this end right here. I'm at the end now, and this is what I have. So I have like 2 rows additional. 1, 2. Can you see? I have 2 rows additional on this part. So I'm going to do same thing for this part. Now to do the same thing on this part, remember that this was where my working yarn was. So I went this way, I crocheted this way, then I crocheted back this way. That is why I'm having my working yarn here again. I crocheted this way. From this end, I made this row this way, and then I made this row this way. I started from this end till here. So to do the same thing and to have same pattern on this part, so I'm going to attach my yarn here and crochet this way, and then I'll crochet back like this. So now this is what I do. I'll pick the other end of my working yarn. I'm using the central pole to work before, so I'm going to pick the end now. So I'm just going to leave this one like this, and then I'll pick the other end of my working yarn. And at this point, I'm going to remove this stitch marker here and attach my yarn there. So just make a knot right there. I like to tie it twice so that it can be well attached into that spot. Very good. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to chain up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'll flip my work. I'm going to make a double crochet into this space. Chain up 1, just the same pattern, double crochet into the next one. chain up one, skip one, double crochet into this, chain up one, skip one, double crochet into this, chain up one, skip one, double crochet into this, chain up one, skip one, double crochet into this, chain up one, skip one, double crochet into this, chain up one, skip one, and double crochet into the loop right here. Now this is what I have. I have my first row like this. Then the next thing is the second row. So I'm just going to chain up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and flip back my work. So I'm just going to repeat same thing till I get to this end. I'm done, and this is what it looks like after working this row to this other end as well. Just like this. I have the same thing. That's it. I have the same thing here and same thing here. So now what I'm just going to do is that I'm going to chain up one and I'm going to cut my yarn. So you cut your yarn and then you pull it out. So that is the end of this like this. Since this is done, we're going back to our normal working yarn. So I did this so that I'll have the same thing on both sides, same shoulder for both sides. So now back to this end that I was working on before. I've chained up one. I'm going to chain 3 more. 1, 2, 3. So that is 4. Flip my work, and I'm just going to repeat same pattern. Chain up one double crochet, chain up one, skip one double crochet. Just the same pattern that I was working on. Chain up one, skip one double crochet. Chain up one, skip one double crochet. You repeat the same thing. Chain up one, skip one, and then here we're going to have 1 double crochet. Oh, sorry, 1 double crochet. Now that I have my double crochet, the next thing to do is to count. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. I have 31 before I get to this end, the double crochet right here. So what did I count? I counted the skip one and double crochet, skip one and the double crochet, skip one and double crochet, and I have a total of 31. Now that I'm at this end, I'm going to make 31 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to do that till I have 31. Alright, so I've made my 31 chains, and I'm going to attach my working yarn into this end to join it together. So now you make sure, you want to ensure that your chain stitches is not curling up. You want to ensure that it is not curling up. And if you want it this way, so this is it, it's straight like this, then just attach into this end with 1 double crochet. Yarn over. It might be tricky, and just go in here with a double crochet. This is an arc. Make sure you hold that chain stitches down. Look at it. Put it down just like this. Okay, so I'm just going to make my double crochet. This is quite too loose because I'm trying to show you. So you are going to make that as firm as you can. Now I have it attached. Then chain up one and continue working your normal double crochet. Chain up one, skip one, 1 double crochet. Chain up one, skip one, 1 double crochet. Chain up one, skip one, 1 double crochet. chain up one, skip one double crochet, chain up one, skip one double crochet till the end of this row. And now I'm at the end. So this is what it looks like. For a better view, this is what it looks like. I started working from here. I made my normal chain up one, skip on the normal mesh pattern to this end. Then I counted the number of chain stitches, the number of stitches I have in between the two shoulders, and I have 31. I counted skip stitch. Look at it. This is where my stitch marker is. So I'm not counting there. So the skip stitch and the double crochet, skip stitch, double, and I counted everything. I have 31. So I made 31 chains, and I attached my working yarn back into this same row. And this is what I have after doing that. So the next thing now is to just chain up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and flip your work. So I'm just going to repeat the same thing I've been doing, the same pattern. And when I get here, I'm going to skip one and make one double crochet. Skip one double crochet into the chain stitches. I'm going to work the normal mesh pattern till this end. I've worked the normal mesh pattern and I still have one more. Look at it. I still have this place to work one double crochet into. So the next thing is, after you double crochet, you chain up one, right, and then you skip one, then one double crochet. So it is just the normal mesh pattern, but now we are working into those chain stitches. So chain up one, skip one, and one double crochet into the next. Chain up one, skip one, and one double crochet into the next. Remember that I'm working into the back bump. Chain up one, skip one, and one double crochet into this next one. Chain up one, skip one, and one double crochet into the next one. So that is how I'm going to repeat it till I get to this place, and I'm just going to continue the mesh pattern till I get to this end. Here's a look of what I have. So I've made my double crochet into this row till I get to the end here. So I want you to take note of something. Remember that this 31 stitches that I counted, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have 16 boxes in between. Between these two, I have 16 boxes. In between what you're going to have, you must have 16 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So it is compulsory to have 16 as well. And then the number of, we have 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 here and I have 8 here as well. So it is very, very important that you have the same number of boxes here and the same number of boxes here. So the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm just going to continue this pattern and I'll repeat it till I have now. I have these 2 in between for my shoulder. I have just 2. And normally I have 14 all the way down here. So I'm just going to do this other hand till I have 14. That is the back panel. This is the front panel, and I'm just going to repeat this back panel till I have 14. So it is going to be something like this. To be folded like this, and I'll do this till I have 14. So I have one row already. I'm going to repeat that till I'm going to do 13 more till I get to this same length right here. After working the front panel and back panel, this is a look of what I have. I folded it into 2 and I joined it. I've worked on the right sleeve, so I'm going to work on the left sleeve, which is the second sleeve. I joined it together. I joined 5 stitches together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then I worked on the sleeves. And this is what the sleeves look like. So I'm going to show you how to join it together using this side, and I'm going to work on the sleeve as well. So to join together, you just attach your working yarn here. Since we don't have any working yarn here, I'm just going to attach my working yarn here. So to do that, I'm going to pick the third stitch. So I have 1, 2, 3. You know, I changed 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to pick 1, 2, 3. The third one here, and the equivalent third one on the other side. This is the third one for the front panel, and then for the back panel too. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the third one. This is the equivalent third one on the, look at it. This is what I picked. And also, I worked with 5mm hook to work on the sleeve. I've been working with 4mm crochet hook before, but now I'm going to switch my hook to 5mm. That is the hook size I'm going to work with for the sleeve. So I'm just going to attach my yarn. I'm going to bring out my working yarn from that space. It might be quite tedious, but yes. So here I am. I have my working yarn. I'm going to tie it firmly here to attach it properly. I prefer tying it twice to attach it properly. Now that I'm done tying, the next thing is to reinsert my working yarn there and bring out this to make like a knot. Okay, so I have it like this. So just make a chain. Chain one, and that one is joined together. Can you see? So the next thing to join together here is this space. So you insert your hook into the middle of this like this, and the middle of this, the opposite one here, and just make a single crochet. So that is second joining. So this will be our third joining here, and the equivalent one right here. And I'm going to make my third joining. Then the next one is this hole right here. So I prefer working into the middle of the stitch. I prefer working into the middle of the stitch, and the equivalent one right here. Making my fourth joining, and this is the last one right here. The equivalent one also on the opposite panel, and that makes my fifth joining. So I'm done joining the two panels together. Now that I'm done joining the two panels together, I'm going to chain up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that I've chained up 4, now I'm going to open this armhole. This is the armhole that I'll be working into. You can see it is having something like round. So after chaining up 4, remember that I've joined this stitch. This is the last one that I joined together. These two are the last ones that I joined together. So now this is like the next one here is a hole. So I'm going to skip this hole, and I'm going to work 1 double crochet into this. So I'm just going to go in here and make 1 double crochet. That is after chaining up 4. So I make 1 double crochet, chain up 1, skip 1, and make 1 double crochet into the next one. Chain up 1, skip 1, and make 1 double crochet into the next one. Chain up 1, skip 1, and make 1 double crochet into this. So that is the pattern that I'm going to repeat till I get to the end of this round. This is the beginning of the round, and this is going to be the end of the round. So I'll be back when I'm here. I'm going to work same pattern all round till I get to this edge. Here I am at the end of the round, this edge where I said I'll be back. So this is where I chained up 4. This is my chain up 4. And remember that I have a double crochet here, and here I have like a loop. So I'm going to chain up 1, then I'm going to slip stitch. Now I chained up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to slip stitch into the third one. 1, 2, 3. Into the third one here. So that is where I'm going to make my slip stitch. And that is my slip stitch. So I have my slip stitch, I attach it properly. Then the next thing is to chain up 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is for the second round. Then I'm going to turn my work. Remember, I was working this way. I was working like this. So now for the next round, I'm going to turn my work and work this way. So at the beginning of every round, you are going to turn your work. So the next thing I want to do now is that after chaining up 4, I'll go in here. I'll skip this one and go in here with a double crochet. Chain up 1, skip 1, and go in here with a double crochet. Chain up 1, skip 1, and go in here with a double crochet. Chain up 1, skip 1, and go in here with a double crochet. Chain up 1, skip 1, and go in here with a double crochet. So I'm just going to repeat this same pattern till I get to the end of the round. So I'm going to continue working in rounds like this till I get back to this spot, which is the last one here. And when I get here, I'm going to make my chain up 1, and I'll slip stitch into the third one. Like 1, 2, 3. I'll make my slip stitch here. and repeat same thing. I'm going to repeat same thing till I have equal number of rounds on this sleeve and the other sleeves. That's what I'm just going to do, and I'll be back when I'm done working in my round. At my last round, I'm just going to chain up one and make my sleeve stitch into this. So I'm done working in rounds for the sleeve. Then after making my last sleeve stitch, the next thing is to just make a sleeve stitch, cut my yarn. So I'll cut my working yarn, and then I'm just going to pull it out and fasten it off. So I'm not going to cut my yarn at this point because it has tendency of losing, and I'm going to hide my yarn. This hook size is very big and it will be tasky for me to hide my yarn. So I'll just pick a smaller hook size and hide my yarn away before I cut it off. So I made a total of 37 rounds for my sleeve. I made 37. This is my sleeve. I made 37 for both right sleeve and the left sleeve. I made 37 rounds for that. And from my measurement, I have 20 inches. I have 20 inches for my sleeve length. So that is the length I have for my sleeve length. And for my body, remember I started with 17 inches and now I have, so now I have 16 inches. I have 16 inches as my finished measurement for the body, and for the sleeve length I have 20 inches, and that is how I get to make my shrug. So I'm just going to turn this to the right side. I'm going to turn this to the right side for you to see the finished piece. Okay, so here we go. This is the body of the shrug. Just take a look at it. This is the body of the shrug. This is one of the sleeves. And this is one of the sleeves, and this is the other part of the sleeve. So this is what our shrug looks like. Look at it. This is the neck part, wide open. So using the make cotton yarn, I used 4 and actually I won't say 5 because this is what is left out of the 5th one. So I use 5. I wanted to say 4.5, but it is more than half. So I use 5, and this is what is left out of the 5th one for making this long sleeve pretty shrug. Thank you for watching. Bye.